Alright, so this is going to be my review of A+X Volume 3. A+X equals Outstanding. Which is a total lie, because this comic is not outstanding, it's adequate at most. Here's the thing, this is the final volume, because this collects the last 18, the last few issues of the A+X series. If you don't know what A+X is, it's more or less a Marvel team-up type book that came out right after Avengers vs. X-Men. And in it, it was more or less about certain Avengers teaming up with certain X-Men, like, let's say, Spider-Man and Cyclops and stuff. Although it was technically Superior Spider-Man and Cyclops after he killed Xavier. But still, I digress. So, the story here, there's actually the last 6 issues not only had bonus stories, but it actually had a main 6-issue arc. It actually contained a main 6-issue arc that followed Cyclops and Captain America, looking for a group of mutant Skrulls that Xavier rescued. The story's not great because, yeah, Captain America, shocker, Captain America is written like an idiot, even though, yeah, I know, Captain America can be awesome, he can be written awesome, and it's proven multiple times, but here's the thing, in here he's just written as, oh, Cyclops is a murderer, even though, he even said, I put Havoc on the X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men team, just so I wouldn't have to be I wouldn't be held responsible. And I was like, really? You're gonna say that? The only you only put Cyclops' brother on the team to save face. That is something I don't think Captain America would say or do. But yeah, so I will say that it's kind of an interesting concept of Avengers and X-Men working together to save a group of mutant Skrulls who have been actually trying to rescue other Skrulls. If you guys remember, way back in like the 60s, 70s era, Reed Richards turned Skrulls into cows and kept them as cows. This kind of talks about what happened to said cows. Turns out that these cows have been being killed and eaten by people. So yeah, these Skrulls, of what they've been doing is not only living on Earth in peace, that's what they've been trying to do, but set up this ranch to rescue these Skrull cows. Yeah, just think about that for a second. For years, people have been eating Skrull burgers. Just let that sink in. So yeah, these Skrulls are now being hunted by Doom and the X-Men and Avengers, and keep in mind, this is Cyclops' team that have been wanted for, they're wanted for what they did during AVX. So, in here, Scott's first thing is that, look, I'm trying to help these mutants, and then, Captain America has to be forced to, assist as well. So, in the story, we basically follow, Cyclops and Cap, along with, eventually Emma Frost, the Stepford Cuckoos, the last 3, because there were 5, 2 died, but the last 3, and Ant-Man, yeah. So that's an interesting team. Ant-Man, the Cuckoo Sisters, Emma Frost, Cyclops, Captain America, and it's Hank Pym Ant-Man, all work together to fight Doctor Doom, and I think this was also kind of a build-up for... this also had something to do with Avengers AI, which is the Ant-Man team that followed all the, like, a Vision and a Doombot, and I think this was kind of a prelude to that. Anyway, so... where was I going with this? So, in the story, the other stories involve, the other stories were alright. The Black Widow, Emma Frost stories, just them trying to find a sex tape of Emma and trying to save face, and everyone's written like total bitches. I mean, yeah, I know, Emma Frost is a bitch. I mean, that's her character. That's just who she is, but, yeah, it's just, it's written, like, Black Widow's just written very unlikable in here. I think my favorite ones were the Iron Man and Brew issue. Yeah, the Iron Man and Brew story involving Brew more or less having a workday with Iron Man. And it was a lot of fun of seeing, and also this was written by apparently one of the writers for, I think, not Jay Leno, the Late Show. And this, yeah, the Late Show. I don't know who's on the Late Show nowadays. I don't really care. Anyway, so... yeah, I really enjoyed that, the interaction between Brew and Iron Man. I thought, Tony and Brew really hit it off, and I really liked the story of, hey, people pick on you for being a nerd? Guess what? I'm a nerd. I'm a billionaire. Spider-Man's a nerd, and he's a frickin' spider. You know, Bruce Banner's a nerd, and he's the frickin' Hulk. So that's what I really liked, is that Iron Man gives Brew a lot of confidence, because technically speaking, he's Kitty Pryde's son. Brew is technically Kitty's son. In X-Men, Avengers, in Wolverine and the X-Men, she's kind of considered her child, in a way. It's really weird. Anyway, so there you go. You got Brew, you got Iron Man. The other one that I really enjoyed was, there was, like, crap, I'm drawing a blank of what it was. Oh yeah, the Kitty Pryde and Vision story involving them trying to rescue trying to help the AI for Murder World. And I thought that was really interesting, of how the Murder World AI kidnaps Kitty and Vision, believing that they're the two best ones to kill it because it feels horrible for what Arcade made it do. It gained sentience after, seeing so much pain and death. So it decided, please kill me. And I really like the dialogue of them going, look, we're not technically human, but, that's the beauty of it all. You just learn sentience, and it's wrong for you to think you can just kill yourself and and that would be the end of it. You can make the choice to do something better with your life. So I really, that was the final issue involving, Kitty and, that was actually the final story between Kitty and Vision. The Superior Spider-Man Magneto team-up was alright. I thought it was just meh. I thought it was pretty interesting for them to fight MODOK. I just like it when MODOK shows up. He's like a villain I just enjoy seeing every now and again. Just like seeing him around. Anyway. But yeah. All in all, it's just alright. Same with, I just got these volumes for the sole purpose of, well, I've got volumes 1 and 2, and I only spent $5 on this. And that's the thing, I spent a lot on the other issues as well. The first one was actually, I got volume 2, and you don't need to read these in order, but yeah, I read this one, I was just like, you know what, I got them all. One I got it for $5 at a bookstore, another I got at another bookstore with a gift card, so it doesn't count, and this one, $5 at the convention. So now I have 3. I just wanted to complete the series, and there are good stories in here. Don't get me wrong, but it's not enough. The main, the big continuity story with Cyclops and Captain America, I was just like, screw it. But there are the mini stories. The few of them are pretty good. I also like the Beast and Doctor Strange team up of them having that argument of science versus magic, and the main villain being the Impossible Man. I just like it when the Impossible. That's another character I just enjoy seeing. But anyway, if you're not a major fan of Avengers and X-Men, I'd say just skip this. If you really do want to read it, for character interactions, because there are some pretty cool ones, especially in the first 2 novels. There's some pretty interesting ones that here and there. But on a whole, if you're, unless you don't want to look at unless you can't find this, I wouldn't say buy it full price. This is a discount book for sure. Anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.